back to my channel. I know I haven't posted in about 2 weeks now. We went on a cruise for my mom's birthday and I made a video of that, but don't really remember much of the trip, so the video didn't come out too good. But tomorrow is my appointment in the morning, so I'm gonna prepare for that. I'm nervous but excited, so we'll see how it goes and see you in the morning. Good morning, guys. Today is going to be a crazy day. I have to go to Brandon to head to this appointment, have to come back, work, and then pick Ryan up when I get off and head back an hour north to go pick up Baylor. So it's going to be crazy, but I'm excited for it. So I am heading to Brandon now. I can't film on my way there because I need the GPS. I have no idea where I'm going. But once I get there, we'll be back in action. I just looked up the address and I actually used to work right over there. So I have somewhat of an idea of where I should be heading to. I'm typically really nervous for doctor's appointments, but I'm not nervous at all. I'm really excited, actually, hopefully. I just don't know what to expect, because you have those doctors that care about you and take their time and listen and want to know, and then you have doctors that are just there for the money and they're rushing you and they're like, let's go kind of thing, blowing you off. I think my biggest worry is them being like, oh, you're still young, you still have plenty of time, blah, blah, blah. You know, that kind of thing, like brushing it off rather than getting to the bottom of it. So definitely going to stand my ground when it comes to that and make it known that I'm not just going to let it blow off and not worry about it until I get older type of thing. But yeah, so we'll see how it goes. As I get closer, I'm starting to get so nervous, guys. Oh my gosh. This always happens. I'm like, oh, I'm fine. And then I'm almost there and I'm like, I could throw up right now. I forgot to mention earlier, I did not sleep last night. I kept dreaming about the appointment and how the doctor took forever to come in and I ended up falling asleep on the table. And then when we left, it was like 3:45 and I was like, there's no way I'm gonna make it back to work in time. And it was just, yeah, a terrible dream. And I'm starting to get that feeling like in your stomach where you're like, I wanna throw up. So, pray for me. I just got here. I'm nervous, but I'm about to go inside, check in, and then I'm not going to video in the waiting room just because of HIPAA reasons, and I think that's rude. But once I get into the room, if I am allowed to, we'll see. Wish me luck. All right, so I just got out of my appointment. It was a lot of information. Like, the doctor was nice, she was friendly, she was like personable, and she was just asking me questions. And then she's like, okay, so we're just gonna run a couple of tests. I'm thinking like blood work or no. Get naked, put your feet here, I'll be back in a second. And I was like, okay, great. And she's not just her, so she comes in like with the nurse. They have a freaking flashlight this big, like all up in your personal space, okay? She's like grabbing my boobs. So that was like a lot. I was like, oh my god, okay. And then, which I prepared for it, thank God, but it was just a lot. And then the nurse came back in and gave me this folder here of lab work I have to get done, which that's fine, but they want me to do other testing as far as drinking these liquids and levels and blah blah blah. All this crap is falling out. But I was just like, wow. And then you have to schedule an appointment and 2 to 3 days of your menstrual cycle, and there's genetic testing they want done, and ovulation testing, and all these levels and all this stuff, and then I have to go get dye in my ovaries. That's gonna be fun. I'm like, holy smokes. So these are all the labs, 2 pages of this, which I'll go in more detail in another video with you guys. But yeah, it was a lot of information. So this is the dye testing that they want to get done here. I don't know if you guys can see it real quick, but so I have to go in for that, and then he's not gonna be happy about this, but so they have to, like, per protocol, Ryan has to fill this cup up with the good stuff, so we gotta do that too. I'm just like, wow, that was a lot. But yeah, and on top of that, like, during the exam she was doing, hurt so bad. Like, the pain is just, like, unexplainable. So I'm not feeling the best right now. I'm very overwhelmed, like, extremely overwhelmed, but just trying to stay positive. She thinks it's endometriosis, so that made me want to cry right there in the appointment, but I didn't. Just trying to stay positive, so we'll see what happens.